I wanted to talk to you guys about an app I have coming out. I'm real excited about it. It should be out next week, and we've worked a long time on it, so I'm ready for it to come out. I thought I'd do a little review showing you guys what it did. Pretty much, we wanted to have a few solutions, some issues that we've had coaching, right? Number one, the first issue I run into most right now is just recording time. So when we run Steel Starts, the biggest thing is getting that information, saving the information, right? It can be a headache to get it in Excel, whatever. So now when you run it through our app, it'll save the time, it'll save your average, and it'll save your best for your real players. So you just enter your players in there, they run, and it'll save not only their steal starts, which is mainly for, but 60s, home to first, and catcher pop times. So we do think that's valuable for that reason alone. Second problem we looked to solve was when you're recruiting, one of the things is you have to have a stopwatch, right? And really, the app that comes on your iPhone is worthless when it comes to recruiting. You cannot look up and feel like you accurately hit that dime-sized button. So we've made the button cover most of the screen and give a feeling, so it's impossible to miss. You're not going to miss your times. So if you've waited all day for one time, you didn't miss, you don't have to ask the guy next to you if he got the time. It's on here. Not only that, instead of entering your players, if you're recruiting all recruiting season, you can have a list of recruits in there that you just continue to save their times as well, which can be really valuable. You know, if you're following a player, you've seen 5, 6, 7 times, you want to know what his average 60 is. You want to know what his best 60 is, home to first, all that stuff. So you can do that on there. We're really excited about it. The third thing we're excited about is using this for base stealing in game. So the way you're going to do that is with those players you've saved, you're going to select the lineup you're playing that day, and you're going to put in the catcher's pop time, pitcher's time to the plate, and you're going to get a final number, a working time for the pitcher and catcher, and then your lineup that you just selected that day that had been already saved on your phone, those players are going to turn red, yellow, or green based on whether it's a risky move or not to steal, old school steal on them. So we think for that reason this app can be really effective too. So 3 different things, and we're going to zoom in and take a more detailed look at it. The first thing you're going to do is create a login and a password, and then put your team ID, which allows us to track your specific information. That way nobody else is pulling up your players and your times. Mine is Wright State Baseball, and then I'm going to go ahead and sign in. When you finish logging in, it's going to take you to this screen. It's really easy to use, but I'm going to walk you around real quick. If you go to the top left, the 3-person icon, that's where you'll edit your team. You'll add players, you can erase the times, you can erase the entire player. Things like that go up in the 3-person icon. Top right, you can toggle between the types of running you're going to measure. You have the save button, the lineup button, which will take you to lineup mode, the select a player button underneath that, and then the entire green area will start and stop everything. You've got the bottom right will be more information based on how to use this app. We'll begin with the 3-person icon at the top left. I'm going to push that. It's going to bring up a list of players I've made. To add a new player, you'll just hit the plus button in the top left. And then my favorite way is to use the little microphone down by the space bar and just say the names of the players that you want to put in. If they're in your contacts, it's amazing how well it picks it up. So you'll add your whole team, and then you'll hit select a player, and then you'll find the players you've selected. So let's select a player here. He's got steal starts in. He's got other times. Let's say he has all his times in, but if he didn't, you can add them. But let's go steal starts, and we'll talk about the lineup mode real quick. My favorite way to get an accurate steal start time is holding in the start button like I am now. Right when he starts, I'll release it, then hold it in, and right when he goes by me, I'm going to release it, and then I'll hit save if it's a good one, if it's a clean sprint, that if he didn't slip or anything like that. From this screen, you can also clear times or delete the player. So let's say a player is no longer on the team. You can get rid of him, or a new year. You can get rid of him by simply swiping to the left. We'll delete him completely. But let's say we just want a fresh start. He's been working hard in the offseason. We don't want to carry his times over into games. You can just swipe the other way and delete his times. Now, That's only for updated software. So if you haven't updated your Apple software, you have to do that to be able to swipe right and just clear times. Lineup mode allows you to actually use this app in a game. So as long as the player has recorded steal start times associated with his name, it's going to take the average, and then you can enter lineup mode. You can select 9 players or really however many players you want. I like using the batting order, but you can select it in whatever order you want. It's going to go in order of how you selected it. And you can see the bottom guy doesn't have any times associated. He hasn't run yet, so he's going to have no times available. Everybody else is going to have their average time. So let's say you're watching the catcher in pregame, and he throws a 2-1-2. And then you're watching the pitcher warm up, and he's a 1-2-5 to the plate. Maybe you get him in between innings. Everybody on our team for that combination, for the working time of 3.37, is either a yellow light or red light. Let's see what would happen if that pitcher is now a 1-3-5 to the plate. Now we have green lights and yellow lights and red lights. So that should pretty much tell you the risk of how successful you can be when you steal off of that combination. So it can be used for whatever system you want. It can even just give guys confidence as you give them the steal sign, or if you're aggressive like us, you can give the green light to your players. Finally, if you guys are looking for tips on improving some of these times, please check out my website, stealbases.com. Thanks a lot. Good luck with the app.